Welcome back, y'all. If you watched my intro to Waltz part 1 video uh, earlier, you would know that this is part 2 where we're learning basic moves in Waltz. Please, please, please watch that video first before you're watching this video because you might get a little lost. Otherwise, unless you already know Waltz, then why are you watching me? No, sorry, but please watch that video before you do this one. I might go over some things. All we did last time was the basic. And if you notice, I'm wearing the same clothing as last time. It's because I'm recording this on the same day, immediately after. But I felt like doing 2 lessons in one was not great. So yeah. What we're doing is basic waltz moves that I know of that we teach here at my college, where I learned it from. Yeah, so we went over some technique last time about waltz in general. Just remember, frame is wide, pretty close together. Respect your partner's boundaries. Always love yourself, love your partner, be good. So there's that. We went over the box step, which is the basic, which goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We went over the rise and fall, where you lower on the 1, rise on the 2, settle on the 3. We rotated the basic a bit, and that was it. So, cool. What we're going to talk about now is a move called the 6-count turn. I am going to use the names that I know them as, not necessarily the names they're known as. So forgive me if you look it up and you can't find it. I'm generally using the syllabi on collegiate dance competitive websites because that's what the coach that I know teaches. I'm not teaching the exact same stuff because I'm not teaching this in a competitive sense, but if you want to look up what the moves are, feel free to check one of those out. The NDCA and the USAA, I think, are the US Dance, maybe, are the syllabi that we use. NDCA, I know for sure. So feel free to check out their dance syllabus to find out the official names for the moves. Anyways, 6-count turn. If you can guess, it's basically you're turning for 6 counts. So for the lead is super simple. So you're like this, right? You're going forward, side, together. Here, before you get here, you're going to change this hand hold so that you and your follow are in a kind of dual high five hand hold because you want to be able to slide around. So you're going to change your hand hold so your hand is flat. And then with your other hand, you're going to release slightly. Release the back of your partner. And then from there, your job is to hold this hand up and do the basic. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bam. Leads, you did the 6-count turn. Follows. A little bit trickier, not too much. So you're going backwards, and you're like, my lead has let go on this side and has turned their hand flat on my right side. Something's happening, so I'm going to walk in a big circle in waltz timing. So you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And theoretically, you're back with your lead. And that was the 6-count turn. In order to get out of it, you reconnect. So leads hook back onto your follows around their left shoulder blade. Follows, gently put your hand back where it belongs. Change to this hand hold again. And follows are going to be going forward. 1, 2, 3, while leads are going backwards. And that was the 6 count turn. So feel free to rewind this, or if you want to go over it again, or I'm going to do it again, explain it a little bit more. So follows perspective, because follows have it slightly rougher. 1, 2, 3, everything's released. Now you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What might happen, if you notice, I did not get exactly to where I was. So one thing that could happen is when follows are going forward, 1, 2, 3, you just connect a little later. That's totally fine. Another thing that may happen is the lead sees this happening. So what they're going to do is they're going to rotate their basic so that they're in front of you. And so now you have this new point of dance that's facing this way. Both are totally valid options. I generally do the first one. So let's say that happens for leads. 1, 2, 3, you let go and your hand is in this high five hand hold. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, my follow's not going to make it. 1, 2, 3. And you rotate. We talked about rotation a little bit in the last video, so if you haven't, check that out. Bit more about this. Follows, you can style your arms as you walk. I'm going to be mostly talking about the follows in this case because follows are more liable to make this move go a little bit shaky. So one thing you want to do is take up all 6 counts. What I mean by that is do not do this. 1, 2, 3, and get back here in the first half. No. 1, it surprises your leads. Leads are like, whoops, I was supposed to be doing this for 3 more counts. I can't handle this pressure. Also, it's slightly painful to do because you're like twisting your hand a bit more a bit faster, which isn't a fun time. And it looks better. You have more time to show off that you're walking in a big circle. If you want, you can think about it like one of those carnival rides, the carousel. As you're going around, you're one of the horses, and this hand is the pole. So you're going around in a big circle around this. You can wave your hands, do whatever, pull your hair. That's one of my favorite things to do is grab my hair, pull it around. If hair gets in your face, it's a great time to do that, to get it out of your face. Yeah, so there's that. I'm going to pause the video because I need water. That was good. Remember, when you're dancing, always stay hydrated. Please, do not get dehydrated while dancing. That is not fun. Alright, so that was the 6 count turn. Next move I'm going to teach you comes out of the 6 count turn. It's called the butterfly. It's so nice. It's so pretty, as you would expect from something called the butterfly. So, lead's perspective. They're doing their 6 count turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here, I have the option to roll my hand down like this. And this new position is what here at Carlton called the cup and puppy dog hand hold. What that is leads, you are like this, right? You're gonna lower your hand and change it so that your palm is facing towards you. And you look kind of like a cup, like you're holding a cup in a really weird fashion. And then follows, your hand is going to move into this position. Kind of like if you imagine a puppy dog just pooping its little hands into a cup. That is the cup and puppy dog handled. So that is for leads left, follows right. On the other side, leads will had their hand here. They're gonna create like this high five kind of handhold here, and follows are gonna give them a high five. Bam. That's the first step of butterfly. So I'm gonna go through it. 1, 2, let go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bam. Cool. Great. What it's gonna look for follows is, sorry. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. High five here, puppy dog here. Cool. So now follows should have their left foot free, right? Okay. Leads will have the right foot free. With this hand, you're going to push off and you're going to bring this hand through. So you're going to go 1, right? So it creates like this kind of beginning action. You're going to step through 2, 3, and you just flapped out. Your collective is the butterfly. Kind of harder to see without 2 people. I mean, yes, without 2 people than it is with two people. In essence, you're going to be flapping 1, 2, 3. That's a flap out. You are one of the wings. You're going to flap in by doing the opposite action, pulling this in, going sideways together, 3. Boom. This is one of the traveling aspects of waltz. So waltz is meant to be a traveling dance. This is one way to travel. So from lead's perspective, left hand is a cup, right hand is a high five, your right foot's free, and you're flapping 1, 2, 3, in, 2, 3. Remember, leads, you're initiating this move. Follows, you kind of know what's going on, but pretend you don't, because that's technically what we're supposed to do as someone who primarily follows. You're not supposed to know what's going on. It's okay if you do, though. I mean, I'm teaching you, so yeehaw. Cool. Great. That was getting into the butterfly. You could do that forever. You could. Do you really want to? I mean, maybe, but I personally don't. So, leads, one way to get out of the butterfly is the swoop. That's what we call it. What you're going to do is 1, 2, 3. As you're flapping in, 1, 2, instead of putting another high five here, you're going to whoop. You're going to swoop your hand back onto your follow shoulder blade while moving this hand up. Boom. And you're ready to go backwards. 1, 2, 3. Follows, opposite, kind of goes. So you're going flapping out, flapping in. You notice that your lead has reattached here. So you're going to feel your momentum being pulled as the lead goes backwards. You're going to feel this connection pulling you forward instead of sideways. So you're going to go forward, and this hand will eventually go up. If you can't manage to reconnect, if all you have is this connection at the beginning of that, that's totally fine. You could take those 3 counts to fully reconnect. So if like follows doing their kind of own thing, their hands up here, right, as they're like flapping in, and they're like, you don't like have to slap it down. All you have to do is just let it happen, boom, majestically. And we still have maybe 5 more minutes for another kind of move. It's not really a move in this case. This is called the closed change. Closed change, not closed change. I'm not going to change my clothes. Don't worry. For this video. Oh gosh, this is a disastrous thing. Anyways, a clothes change is, it might be better if you just see it. I'm the lead. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you noticed, all I did was go forward. A clothes change basically changes the direction that the basic is going. So, the basic is going forward and then back. So, for the second half of the basic, for the first half of the basic is the same. 1, 2, 3. Now the second half changes. Instead of going backwards, you're going forwards. 1, 2, 3. And then to finish off the move, 1, 2, 3. This is one of the trickier leads though. This is called a momentum lead. What you have to do as a lead is you have to loosen this back connection as you're about to go forward with the opposing foot, because followers are usually used to going forward this point, but you're going forward, so that means they have to go backwards. So you're going to loosen this connection slightly so that it just barely leaves their back. They're going to feel that, and hopefully the follow will try to lean into that connection again, which will force them to go backwards as you're going forwards. 1, 2, 3. This relies entirely on shifts in momentum. So usually you're stopping your momentum here in order to go backwards. In this case, you're continuing this forward momentum and going forward. Again, now for follows point of view, you're just going backwards. Back follows, going 1, 2, 3. You feel their hands kind of loosen. As you reach for that connection, you're going backwards, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. This is another way to travel around the floor. All right, so that is, you know what? I'll put on some music. Hello, laptop. Okay, sorry. I'm going to put on some music. And then I'm going to dance a bit. Hopefully you'll dance a bit for maybe the next 3 minutes, which is roughly the song. Yeah, cool. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I'm also gonna like shift between leading and following. So just if you're like watching me, pay attention to which hand is up. Right now I'm leading. Now I'm going to be following. If I were like following correctly, I would be doing nothing but the basic, since I don't have a lead to lead me into moves. I'm going to pretend. All right, everyone. If you notice at the end, I got a little mixed up, so I was like, maybe it's time to stop. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully see you for the next dance. I believe I'm going to do cha-cha next, which is a ballroom-esque, one of my quote-unquote Latin dances. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully see you later. Again, if you want the music, it's on my YouTube. Cool. Thank you so much. Toodles. Have a lovely day.